We are reading a Treatise of Affliction by Thomas Case, a 17th century Puritan pastor. And right here, he's writing this section is for the people who find themselves in affliction currently. See, whenever I'm in affliction, I want God to do a removing job, and God's trying to do an improving job. So Thomas Case is trying to help me and us to understand is that if we want God to do a removing job, remove us out of the affliction, then I've got to be learning. There's got to be some improvement spiritually in me before God will do that. God can remove us anytime he wants to. So why does he wait? Because we need some sanctification taking place in our life. So I need to be paying attention, have my spiritual eyes open, learning what I need to learn. Because I don't know about you, when I'm in that affliction, I want out. Job chapter 36, verse 15 says, God rescues the afflicted by their affliction. He instructs them by their torment. You're not going to find that verse on a Hallmark card anywhere, right? Number two, I come to the second part of exhortation to those who are still under affliction and the chastisements of the Almighty. Take note, O afflicted soul, of God's purpose in afflicting you. Make it your goal to be taught, turning correction into instruction. Hear the rod, and who has appointed it? It's a big mistake to fall in folly of people to hurry and get rid of their affliction rather than to have them sanctified. The captive exile hastens to be loosened, so he should not die in the pit. Isaiah chapter 54, verse 14. This means people want to escape before God opens the door. This way is foolish. The next word implies, but I am the Lord your God who divides the sea, whose waves roared. The Lord of hosts is his name. Verse 15. This means people want to be delivered, but they don't want to go right away. Deliverance is for me. I am the Lord your God who divided the sea, making a way for my ransomed when the waves roared. When I deliver, nothing can stop it. Yet Israel, now in captivity, won't look to me. I am the Lord of hosts, with all the armies in heaven and earth at my command. Yet, when besieged with troubles, they run to the creature and neglect God. If they cry to me in distress, it's only for deliverance, not for teaching. I have put my words in your mouth. Verse 16. I have given them my laws and statutes to show my purpose in affliction, to humble them, test them, and reveal what is in their hearts. This is the shortest path to deliverance. If they had followed it, I would have planted the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth. Verse 16, restoring Jerusalem and saying to Zion, you are my people. In the same verse, this is God's method. And if they meet him in it, they won't wait long for deliverance. So, Thomas Case is showing us some great scriptures right there where God's talking about, man, there's so many times I wanted to deliver my people out of affliction, but they're not learning what they need to be learning in their affliction. And that's why I had to leave them in that. So be wise, O afflicted, tossed with tempests, and not comforted. Isaiah chapter 54, verse 11. Be instructed, lest God's soul depart from you. Hasten more to be taught than delivered, and choose to have your afflictions sanctified rather than removed. Notice Elihu's speech in Job chapter 36, verse 13. Hypocrites in heart heap up wrath, adding to their calamities because they don't cry when he binds them. But in Job chapter 34, verse 32, they should say, teach me what I cannot see. If I have sinned, I will do it no more. Number one, understand that God's purpose is to teach you through chastisements. If you go against God's purpose, God will go against your purpose. If you won't let God have his way in instruction, he won't let you have your way in deliverance. The way to delay deliverance is to hurry too much for it. He who believes won't make haste. Man, that's some good stuff right there. Sometimes, because that's it, man. We are in a hurry to get the deliverance. And sometimes our hurrying keeps us in the deliverance because we're not learning what we need to learn. Number two, Understand that mere deliverance isn't the blessing. I said before that deliverance alone is just common kindness. Now I say it may even be part of the curse. A man may be delivered in anger, not love. Deliverance from one's affliction might lead to a greater one. Affliction might return, like the unclean spirit with 7 worse ones. So, God threatens an unteachable people. If you won't be reformed by these things, but will walk contrary to me, Leviticus chapter 26, verses 23 and 24, God will walk contrary to them, punishing them 7 times more for their sins. The blessing of correction is instruction. Don't let God go until he blesses you. It's sad to have affliction without the blessing, to feel the wood of the cross, but not the good of the cross, to taste the bitter root, but not the sweet fruit, the curse, but not the comfort. In such cases, affliction might make way for damnation hereafter. By all the fire of affliction in this world, a man might be but prepared for hell. So focus on instruction. Study the lessons of suffering and pray to be taught by God. Seek not just common teaching, but special, saving teaching that changes the soul into the nature of the truth, making it holy and pure as He is. He disciplines us for our own good, that we may share in His holiness. The third part of exhortation is for those who have come out of affliction and fiery trials. Sit down, Christian, and reflect on yourself. Examine your heart. Have teachings accompanied chastisements? Has the rod budded? Evaluate yourself. What have you learned in the school of affliction? Look over the main points. God has shown you the sinfulness of sin, the emptiness of the creature, and the fullness of Christ. Is no evil like sin? No God like Jesus Christ? Has the world become empty and vanity, a mockery, nothing in your eyes? Can you say, it's good that I have been afflicted, and point out the good, saying, I know divine truth more inwardly, clearly, experientially, powerfully, and sweetly than ever? It has a more lasting impact on my heart. So I'm going to finish up our time here together with this wording right here. Look at what Thomas K. says. It is sad to have affliction without the blessing, to feel the wood of the cross, but not the good of the cross, to taste the bitter root, but not the sweet fruit, the curse, but not the comfort. Well, that is so, so true. That's good stuff right there. We want the full implication of everything we've been going through. The sweet fruit there, not the bitter root.